Yo, what's going on? It's the Heavyist podcast, weekly worship at the altar of radness. I am here with Stefan and Tony of Crippling Alcoholism, and I'm stoked as hell. Welcome, dudes. Hello. I feel like it's been about a year since our last chat. I feel like loads has happened for you guys. You've been playing a bunch of shows. I feel like there's definitely some like jumps in exposure. You booked a sweet festival. You've got a label, and despite all of that happening, you've been able to pull together a brilliant new album, and it just seems like everything's coming up Crippling Alcoholism at this moment. Yeah, welcome back, dudes.
Thanks so much for having us back, or having me back,
Thank you.
and having Stefan here for the first time.
Hello.
Yeah, and Stefan, it's lovely to meet you. Yeah, just for everybody, just let us know what you do in the band and like how long you've been in.
Well, I think I've hit about a little bit over a year now in Crippling. I joined a year ago. I did the guitars.
Well, I should let me enter. We're a very multi-instrumental band. You know, every member has to take on multiple roles. We're a cross-functional team. Just put in the corporate speak. So Stefan, although he plays guitar on stage, he is a master of many instruments.
Amazing.
Including love. So
is that not true?
Yeah. I would say everyone in the band has to takes on more than what they play on stage, if that makes sense. Like kind of the Steely Dan thing, except with 6 people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Stefan, like joining a band like Crippling Alcoholism, there isn't necessarily like, you know, a massively like riff-led band. For a guitarist, you know, where do you find yourself fitting in? It feels like a lot of the guitars are used as like real sort of like eerie atmospheric led moments. Like how does writing for Crippling like versus other bands you've been in sort of differ?
I think writing for Crippling, for me, I approached the guitar as working sometimes as the center stage and sometimes more to serve the song. And often, like, you know, we put in guitars even like at the end of the writing process. Like I remember for a lot of the songs in this album coming out, there weren't even guitars until like some of the last studio sessions where we just came in like, oh, let's add them in, because most of the writing had already been done with like plenty of like synthesizers and bass and drums and vocals. But then for other songs, it started with a guitar part first, and then stuff builds on that. And then obviously there's the part of the process where we make a bunch of crazy noises, which is also enjoyable. Like, I don't know if you can see behind me, there's a billion pedals over there, which
Oh yeah. Some of them are mine, by the way, that just end up on his shelf. I'm like,
they're being held hostage.
I'm like, why is my pedals here? There's like $1,000 of pedals on your shelf. Mine's looking pretty bleak right now too, because they keep getting hijacked.
Cost of doing business.
Yeah.
So I feel like since we last spoke, I feel like I have like quite a good sort of read on like what's going on, and I feel like you guys have had like just a real like decent continued exposure. I feel like the band is probably like in a much bigger place. Like I looked on your like Spotify monthly listeners, you're sitting at like 12,000 at the moment. That's not nothing, man. That's really nice. Like how does it feel? Are you guys feeling that? Like am I right? I feel like it, you know, it's just been going up.
Yeah, no, it's I would say it's really kind of like, so the last music video we did for Ladies Night, which just came out like yesterday or the day before, we had a bunch of fans. I put it out. I said, hey, if you want to be in this music video, like film yourself dancing for like 3 seconds or something, or do anything. I'll put you in this music video as like a fun way to connect with the fans. And like, I couldn't even get all the people in because people still are sending me shit today. They're like, oh, did I miss the deadline? Like, can you do another one? I'm telling you, I've been doing this. I've been playing in bands for like 15 years, I mean, since I was a teenager and younger, if I ever put something out like that, people would be like, who the fuck like I would just get crickets. No one would care. So it's a different world, right? Like where you put things out there and people, and I feel really indebted to those people. Like it was making me very sentimental putting those clips together, because it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like it kind of changes your life, I'd say, as a musician. Like once you have fans, I'm not talking about like a lot of fans like we're going, I just mean like you have like, I don't know, like a couple hundred people that are solidly checking in with you constantly and like emailing you. And that, I mean, it's crazy. It's like, it literally changed my life.
Amazing.
And I think that it's also cool to just see like how weird they are, you know, like people sending in shit. One guy's just sent a footage of him taking a shit.
That's completely perfect. I mean,
and then people doing like all sorts of weird
band.
stuff. People dressing up, playing with fireworks, and like dressing in like ski masks and stuff. And like, I don't know, like, and like young people too, like people who are like, oh, like my parents went to bed, now I'm gonna film myself. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I remember when the only people who listened to this band were like divorced ex-cons, and now it's like real people. Yeah,
I guess that's you know, this is not a middle of the road band. This is a band for the weirdos, and it's gonna seek them, dude.
yeah, I would say, and even like poppier stuff. I would say we still try to keep it weird.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's a bunch of that still in the sound. I'm absolutely loving it. We'll get into the new record in a little bit. I wanted to ask about the label. So Portrayal of Guilt like started a label and put you guys on it, and I think if that isn't a stamp of approval from like what, like, I generally consider them to be like one of the coolest sort of like creative forces out there. They're like one of the more interesting bands in heavy music. They're always sort of, they've been shape shifting a lot, doing like weird cool shit, and they're just like wholly creative. And like yeah, how did that happen? And like just that stamp of approval from such a really cool outfit must have been quite a boost.
Yeah, no, it was I mean, it's so weird because my wife was saying that she's like, well, when I met you, you showed me Portrayal of Guilt. Like, I've known my wife for a long time now, and like that's how long. This is way before I even like thought about starting this band. I was like, oh, check out this new band I found on Bandcamp called Portrayal of Guilt. Like, they're fucking insane. And I don't even remember that. She remembered that. So it's very surreal. They became one of my favorite bands. Just so yeah, honestly, it's very surreal. Yeah, and I think it's a new record label, so it's still very independent. And Matt has been Matt is literally just like you just tell me what you want to do and we'll do it. And I mean, he ultimately, yeah, he's running the show, but he's so hands off, and it very much feels like a punk label where he does his thing, but at the end of the day, he's like, just do whatever the fuck you want. Like, I trust you. It's kind of awesome, because I think it would be tough to be on like a legit, not that Portrayal of Guilt isn't legitimate, I mean a bigger label, like one that didn't just recently start, when they're saying, oh, we're going to put this out, like we need this album to be this long, or we're going to need this and this from you, and start giving demands and things. Like, we would just be like, we can't work with you.
If you signed to Nuclear Blast, they'd be like, could you make this album 40 minutes, please?
Can you make it 40 minutes, and we're going to release it
we don't want that.
2 years from now, and you're going to be put on a tour with these bands that we choose. Like, we're not doing that. That's why we work regular jobs. Well, some of us, to so that we can finance ourselves and not be beholden to these like behemoths.
Yeah. How have you found it, Stefan?
No, Well, right now I am mostly doing school, but obviously I've been just enjoying working all the time. I'm putting more stuff out, putting stores, uh, getting more stuff out there, and just like being up Tony, just like bugging him all the time. Like, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta do this.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's sick.
Sorry, Sonny made us turn our AC off before this for the noise. So Stefan and I are both like dying because it's like 100 degrees in Boston today, which is why I'm like drenched in sweat. I can see both Stefan and I are like,
Melting.
Yeah.
melting over here. But
I don't know why, but I feel like the robe is actually just like full cannon for you. I think it makes sense. Like it's
just
like,
this is just a
like,
towel that I have over.
Yeah. You got the bathrobe look on stage. You should like you should be interviewing in a towel. Like I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
He does wear a bathrobe at home too.
I do. Yeah, I have multiple robes.
Who doesn't?
Well, Stefan and I we were like just relishing the fall weather because it's like the New England fall is great, especially if you're built like us. It's just like very forgiving weather, and you're like, you go out in a hoodie if it's comfortable, it's nice and cool, and then it's just shot up the temperatures.
We cursed ourselves. We were too excited for the fall.
Yeah, we were too excited.
So Stefan, you joined after the release of the previous album. How did you guys meet, and how did that come about?
Well, basically, I went to this college, UMass Lowell, and I met Jonathan, who was Tony's friend and also a piano player. Or back then, he was also doing guitars, mostly guitars.
Again, multi instrumentalists.
And then he introduced me to Tony. Actually, no. I remember I was playing this show. We did this almost kind of like a grindcore show, and Tony was there, and that's the first time I ever saw him. And then later, Jonathan invited me to go to like the music video shoot for one of the songs. I think it was Satan or Rough Sleepers. I forget. Yeah, and that's where we started talking, and eventually, they needed a guitarist, and I was like, "Yo, put me on there."
No, he literally called me. He did that thing. He's like, "Put me in, coach." Like, he's like, "I will not fail you." I was like, "Okay." So I only knew him as Big Sex. That was his name.
Big Sex.
I didn't know his real name because I had met him I had met him like 20 times.
Obviously want Big Sex in the band.
His
friends,
as
you hear that name,
his friends like referred to him as Big Sex. They're like, "Yo, Big Sex is gonna be here in 15 minutes." I was like, "Hell yeah, I love Big Sex." And then one day, Jonathan was like, "Yeah, Stefan's gonna call you about." I'm like, "Who the fuck is Stefan?"
I'm waiting.
They're
on
like Big Sex. I'm like, "Oh yeah,"
at the same time.
I'm like, Big Sex. I'm like, he's a regular name. Like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought it was Big Sex.
Saved in your phone as Stefan or Big Sex.
It was Big Sex for a while. I mean, now it's like, I had to change it because we're like, doing like professional things now. I can't be like,
of course,
love sex.
Yeah.
Do we want to go into the origin of the name? I would love to, but
it was just like a friend of mine just started calling me that randomly, and then it just spread. And I was like, just calling my name, and then it just kept going. Eventually, it finally died.
But Stefan he's putting on a very professional face now, but he's like the funniest guy, and that's why I wanted him. I was like, I just want to hang out with Big Sex, like he's hilarious.
Who doesn't?
And he had a TikTok account at the time where he would do joke guitar, so it would be like he'd be playing like blues solos, but like he was like professionally good at making it egregious in a way that like it requires skill. And he'd follow the chord changes like just enough to be the worst possible solos. And he would do it was like artwork. And that you don't realize like you have to know what you're doing to like be that bad.
It that bad. Yeah.
And he would I used to watch his videos all the time, and I was like, I just really want this guy in my band because he's funny,
Yeah.
and he does that. And he had a
was
lot
the
of
name of the
pedals.
account Big Sex?
I think he
No.
took it down. No,
I nuked it
Yeah.
from orbit at some point. I was like,
yeah,
no.
he was like, get this the fuck out of here. Yeah.
It was not. It was not for this world.
But then I will say, like, he really fucking turned out to be like one of the best songwriters I know. Like, he really,
yeah.
like, the only reason, I'm not gonna lie, Big Sex, the only reason I asked Stefan to join really was I was like, he's fucking fun to hang out with. He's good, and he's good enough at guitar. Like, he can shred. So it's like these atmospheric parts are like a joke to him. And then he like has a job and is responsible. So I'm like, all right, and like he's fun. And then and I didn't even ask him. I never asked him at first to like. I was like, you don't have to be a part of the songwriting if you don't. I need someone to play guitar on stage. But then he like really fucking stepped up. He called me. He's like, oh, what now? He didn't. He didn't. He really fucking like stepped up to it. I was surprised. Like that song, "Ladies' Night," he did all of that.
No
Like, that
way.
is him. That's
huge.
I called him on the phone at 1 a.m. after, because I was like, dude, I just saw 21 Jump Street and they had an LMFAO song. We should write an LMFAO song. Like, let's do it. And then I was like, I got something in my head. I'm like, you don't do. Like, that's all I gave him. He's like, all right. And then I was like on the phone with him and I was like, what about this part that's like, do. And he's like, all right. And then he just put it all together and it was like a real song. He put it together in like 2 hours. Like by 3 a.m., we had a song that was like fully done. Like he just did it. I remember because my computer crashed. It was just, and so we had to call him to use his DAW. Yeah.
Big Sex coming through. Was it?
And that's like our best song. That's like the most. That's the catchiest song that we have in our entire like discography. He just banged it out in like 2 hours. It was crazy.
Was it hard not to call a track Big Sex?
It was hard not to credit him as Big Sex in the album, but I was like, yeah. Big Sex is such a stupid name. Like it's
so
just,
good,
it's like
dude.
Honestly, it's perfect.
I
think
it's
like grammatically like
into Big Sex. It's so good. It sounds like something like somebody that doesn't have a full grasp of the English language.
Yes.
Like if you went to a rush, like I went to Bucharest like last year before we had my baby. I like the month before I went.
That's
to
right.
Bucharest
Congratulations
with my boys. And I was like, we're just gonna get hammered for a couple of days. And like, there's loads of like massage parlors that you walk past, and 100% I could see one of those guys going, "Big Sex, Big Sex."
Yeah. Yeah. Big guy, you need big sex. Yeah.
You're big boy, Big Sex.
You're like, I don't know what this means. Like, is it like a big payoff? Like, are the people involved big? Like, does it happen in a big room? Like, what does this mean?
Yeah, what is so big about it?
Yeah, it's like just big. You like big? Everyone love big. Big sex.
like
You don't want small sex, not little small sex. It's bad.
Behind it all, Big Sex.
That's for a bitch. You're a big man,
Small
have big
for
sex.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I think
no,
the Big
exactly.
Sex EP's got to make it out.
Big sex, yeah. I'm sorry to share that with you. I told him
It's
beforehand.
amazing.
I was like, I am going to mention that I only knew you for literally a year as Big Sex and did not know that you had a Christian name.
Absolutely.
Amazing. What kind of bands were you playing in before, Stefan?
Well, before, I mean, I mostly a lot of like metal, lots of metal, grindcore, metalcore,
Deathcore, a lot of deathcore.
deathcore,
Yeah.
Nice.
all the core.
He loves the
Love it.
core.
I really
Who
do.
doesn't? I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. He came to me, he's like, the other day, you're like, I'm cored out. Because he's just been playing all these like drafting like deathcore and grindcore albums like straight for like, yeah.
I can't. I'm too
Stefan and
poor.
Alice are very much deeply rooted in the cores. They're hardcore, grindcore. I don't know, deathcore,
Applecore.
Applecore.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Stupid ass.
Big sex. I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah. Intel core. Yeah.
So moving into the new album, off the back, I mean, firstly, the album's about to come out. You just dropped an album last year, and also there was 3 singles like between then and now that literally aren't on this album either. Like, where the fuck do you even find the time to do all this? Like, it's wild.
Wait, you mean the ones that we put out before the okay.
You're dropping a 15-track album. You've also dropped a 3 tracks that aren't even part of the 15-tracker.
Yes.
And it's only a year apart. Like there must be a lot of drive. I absolutely appreciate and adore like just how much you guys are putting out.
Yeah, I mean we're pretty intense. I mean, I would say there's 6 of us. All 6 of us are very opinionated and argumentative, and there's a little bit of like a cutthroatiness, like not real. I mean, everyone wants to like put their will into the crippling machine, right? They want to like, which is good. Like, so you have all these people drafting constantly, and like, you know, Stefan, Alice will like send a bunch of drafts. They'll be like, oh yeah, we were working all weekend on this. And I'm like, fuck, I got to work on that too. So I'll go work. And then Jonathan will be like, dude, I feel like I'm falling behind. I got to send some drafts too. And then we're all just like competing with each other. It's like literally like,
that's great.
Some sort of, family, like sibling rivalry or something where you're like, I got to do this and this. And then I think that we're really good at having the pipeline where we call it the schizophrenia phase. That's where anything goes. There's no, when we're writing an album, like we're kind of in the schizophrenia phase of our next album where we're like, just send it. You want to write a song in the style of LMFAO, maybe it will work. And like it did work. And it's our main single. You want to write a style and like, you want to, you know, Alice and Stefan, like they're constantly like, we should integrate more like of the core and like more metal. Like they're trying to put more metal in there.
The core's creeping in.
And then, yeah, like Jonathan, he like listens to like classical piano and stuff from the impressionist piano and that kind of shit. So like he'll put in that kind of stuff. Pete is like really into like fucking jam funk music, and Danny plays in like a bunch of acid jazz crazy stuff. So like everyone's trying to put their stuff in, and you can draft it, anything goes. And so you build these huge like wells of
tracks,
drafts and like ideas. And then you edit through you can sift through those and combine those and really figure out like which ones do you actually want to entertain. And then you go into like the development, like the sort of growth stage where you're taking those ideas and you like turn them into real songs. And you just keep doing that over and over again. And then you have a bunch of like fully formed songs or like fully formed skeletons of songs, right? And then you can filter through those and figure out which ones you want. I mean, a lot of it, you do need to have kind of an idea of like what your final vision is going to look like for the album, I would say. Like Stefan actually kind of had the vision for this album because he and I were talking about it a lot, and he was doing a lot of these drafts and he kept saying baby girl. He was like, he's like, we should make it like baby girl, like, I know exactly what he mean, like pink and like neon fluorescent, like you're at a strip club. Yeah, exactly. And like we had that vision to
what is the
kitsch?
Kitsch. Oh, kitsch. I was gonna say quiche. Quiche is like a
quiche the
quiche
dish.
is a lovely. I mean, I love a quiche, but I don't know where that plays.
Yeah. You'll have to excuse our accents.
No.
But
I was excited about the word quiche, to be honest. I love a quiche Lorraine,
Yeah.
mate.
I mean, quiche too is good, but like, anyway, so having that kind of final beacon at the end, like the guiding beacon, like helps, and then you can draft, and then you can alter what that looks like, and also the crippling has like we you can say you can like cripple a song, like we could have a pop song and you're like, oh, let's cripple it, like let's make it like, and it's a combination of like you tune it low, you use certain like more haunting leads, my vocals, Danny's sort of like drum patterns, like just certain, we have a good vocabulary, I would say. We also have a good like verbal vocabulary too. Like we have certain words that like we know what they mean musically.
Yeah, I mean, that must all help because like from the way you're saying it, like everyone's chucking in ideas and then it always comes out like, you know, in a cohesive manner. It doesn't feel like an album that's been written by like, oh, that's that track, that's that track, that's that track. There's obviously so much going on in the process that like brings it all together and, you know,
yeah, you gotta
it apparently.
Yeah, you gotta bring it together, and also like I like to do writing, like write a backstory for it and have the like philosophical ideas written out.
Amazing.
You don't want to, the last thing you want to do is like be a fucking annoying ass. Like I say pretentious. I hate the word pretentious because I feel like it's just used for anything that people don't like or they think is, you know, annoying. And I feel like I feel like the people who use pretentious the most are themselves, ironically, pretending to be something else entirely, right? Like, but
if it services the art, then it is not like. I mean, okay, it's weird, isn't it? Because I mean,
art.
Maybe it's
all
objectively pretentious.
It's all pretend, right? So it's like, are you pretending? And a lot of times, like especially in metal, the people who call things pretentious are the people pretending to be tough guys. That's it. Yeah. It's like this genre is just a way to service your like unsolved like masculinity problems and go do a windmill a 15-year-old girl in the face at the fucking local VFW. Like go to a fighting gym, dude. Fight people who know how to fight. Fight if you like to hit women, fight those girls. See how that turns out. They'll fucking kill you. Sorry.
No, I'm past my best moshing days. I'm just there. I'm there.
No, and I like moshing.
I'm there to drink the expensive beer I buy, not wear it anymore. You know.
But you know the guy I'm talking about, right? I'm not saying this is all people who mosh. I like the mosh, but like that's typically who's like, oh, I don't like anything where there's like sensitivity or any kind of, because I'm fucking tough guy. Shut up, bitch.
How much of, it's nice to hear you talk about that side of music, obviously, when like Crippling occupies a space that's so brilliantly like adjacent to that in like its true motive and like it's like its true darkness, but it just manages to be just so ethereal and dreamy and brilliant. Like I sort of liken like Crippling Alcoholism to like if you were outside of the door, if your son was playing this in a room, you'd be like, oh, he's in there listening to a beautiful, gorgeous music. There's obviously nothing wrong with him. Like he's having a great time. He's listening to some pop. He's having a great time. And then you open the door and then you get inside it and you actually hear, you know, the darkness and you sort of see it and feel it. And it's that layering that I just love so much about it. I don't think that was necessarily a question. I was trying to ask you about how much of that is a response to like, or sort of the ethos of Crippling and like how it presents itself. Like how much of that is a reaction to like, you know, you being in other bands like that and sort of not enjoying that, and maybe not enjoying it anymore, but wanting to do something different.
I think that like a lot of it, I mean, Crippling is like kind of a horror band. So we like, you're trying to explore different like horrifying things. Like it's typically you're always trying to explore something like horrible, right? Or but that doesn't mean it has to be like abrasive all the time or punishingly loud, or because if like pop pop hooks, right? A lot of the poppy song, typically each song is like a different character that we're trying to, we'll use the same character multiple times, but like typically the pop is like a manipulative character. The hookier it is, the more manipulative this person is. That's how they manipulate you, is they like get in your head with an earworm and you think they're great, but that's how they like kind of get in your head. And you can mimic that in real life by putting horrible lyrics in a super catchy vocal melody and literally like infecting people with it. And that's what that's supposed to be, is like to show you how charming this guy, like in Ladies Night, right? We wrote this character, Antoine, who's like the biggest piece of shit in the album, and he comes up a bunch of times, but it's like, that's how he gets in people's heads. Is like, he's so charming, he's so hooky that it's like, he's just in your head. Like, and I think it's same with like a lot of the more like orchestral stuff. Like there's some people that just like, they have finesse, but like, that's kind of like their weapon. Is that they're so charming or cerebral or, I don't know, just like they have so much riz, as the kids say, that they kind of like they break you down in a way that's not brute forcing or like aggressive or anything. So it's like the more orchestral, like beautiful stuff it has this sort of like horrible undertone to it, which like everything kind of does. And I think that now is like when you see most of the people who used to like us, like, and are now like, yo, fuck these new songs. Like,
wait, is there people like that?
Oh yeah,
After me.
That
That's
actually
insane.
you can entirely just blame Stefan, because
He's putting it all on me, dude.
That's insane.
I mean,
How,
Stefan, they liked the band. Stefan joined. Now they don't like the band. I mean, it's like
there's
pretty
one
much
variable at play here.
causal.
Dude,
Causation.
that's it.
No, but I mean, we'll get people.
If you'd have been attributed as Big Sex, I think they might have stuck around.
Yeah, that was we
Couple
didn't
more months at
we
least.
fire our marketing team that we
Getting
hired.
media trained.
ChatGPT marketing team. Maybe punishing ChatGPT in the data center and pouring fucking beer all over his circuits.
It's wild to me that like people can really be turned off by any of these new songs, being fans of what you did on the last record. I feel like
let me
it's just
pull
such
up,
a brilliant evolution
on.
of what you were doing.
I'm pulling up a comment that this is the one I got recently. It was like it might like mess with the you gotta
it's fine. Get it out there. Let's say fuck this guy, whoever it is.
I'm not gonna say the name or anything. I'm not gonna like dox them. Oh yeah, there's a really popular song called Ladies Night. I forgot about that. Because it's late. I also like
it's just pictures.
Stefan was like,
of John
I was like,
from,
I was like, Stefan, we shouldn't call it Ladies Night. Like, there's already a song called Ladies Night. He's like, hey man, whatever. Like, fuck it. we're also that. He's like, I was like, all right, fine.
It had to be called that.
Oh yeah.
I love
it. The old song.
Totally
okay, I got it.
Like,
The
next
old
record. There's just a song called "Nothing Else Matters" or something. Like, just fuck it.
All right, I'm reading the hate. Let me read the hate on here. This is on the Ladies Night like music video because it was the first comment. Okay. The older songs were 1,000 times better. It's sad to say this. Now it just feels like a blatant conveyor belt. Sorry. I thought you guys were deeper, ... Ew, dude, whoever this person is the most annoying person. But I get it. There will always be new listeners for this. Still, I'm afraid I won't be buying. This is very Karen, like on a fucking.
It insists upon itself.
It is very Karen. You can just see the bowl cut like here.
Yeah.
And then
horrendous.
it all seems weirdly commercialized, and all the poetry of the old lyrics is gone. Maybe it all makes sense, and then people are like. I mean, to be fair, people will come to our defense, but like,
hell yeah,
we get. Okay, I've gotten a couple I've gotten a bunch of stuff like that where like people are like, ew, like what's this poppy shit?
Dude,
a lot of people are. Well,
how would
just
they
being
saying?
like-
How would they even think that the poppy stuff wasn't there? Like, I think that you guys weaponizing the poppy stuff is like some of my favorite shit. Like,
It's also we've been doing that. We've
like-
always been
like,
doing that.
You've been doing that. Like,
I don't
the
know
track,
what. Like, yeah.
the track like Pretty in Pink, I think like exemplifies some of my favorite things about this record and about the way that you guys play music. Like that hook, The Way I Long for You hook. That's a wild hook, dude. That's a 10 out of 10. It's an unreal hook.
Wait,
And the
which one?
harmony
I'm
on
sorry.
it,
I
Pretty,
might
Pretty
think.
in Pink.
Oh, you like that one?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
nice.
long for you. Dude,
Okay, that's the one we
unreal,
were
right?
gonna. That's the one we were gonna cut too. I'm glad we kept that one.
It's insane.
That
It's
was-
beautiful. And then you got the harmony on it and stuff. And then like you have that. You have these moments that are just so beautiful and so ridiculously poppy. And then it's this straight devolution. It's like tumbles down into the tension. It's just the monster. And then it just like you think it's going to explode and just like erupt into something crazy, and then it doesn't, and then it shakes it off, and it's like, not today, motherfucker, and then it goes back into the hook. Like the sort of like the push and pull of stuff like that you do is just insane, and I love it. I feel like it's almost like the best representation, whether you meant it or not, of like mental illness that I've ever heard. Like it's insane to go like the moments like that you
Well, it
move
helps to be
through,
mentally
like, in
ill
tracks like
people.
that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. I can't believe that people would have problems with the more poppier songs. It's like that Ladies' Night is like the biggest like floor filler at like the exclusive club in hell.
Okay, thanks. No, I mean, I think that Stefan. Thank you so much for saying that. By the way, we really appreciate that. Stefan and I, and Jonathan, especially, like you try to take critical. Okay. The last thing you want are people who are like, "Fuck all my haters. I do it for the haters," and you're like, well. There's a reason people hate you. Like, you know,
you don't
I don't want to be
out
that
too early.
I don't want to be that person. Yeah, especially on Instagram, because there's a whole pipeline and like there's a whole economy for like the worst music ever. Like, and people sharing it. I'm so guilty of this. It'd be like
He loves
Oh yeah, like Catatonic Youths.
it's the
He
catatonic
loves it.
youth.
Oh,
Oh my god,
so much.
it's
It's the
like
best.
because
it's his
the
favorite.
best.
as a musician, you're just like,
dude,
oh my
I'll take
God.
a send off them. Next time you're sending them on Instagram, put me on the list.
I'm
love them.
putting you on the list. I kind of want to start.
them.
I want to start like a because some of them I'll find like on my own that have like no likes, and I'll be like, which honestly, that at that point, it's just a lot of people starting out with music, and it's like, just don't post stuff for a couple years. Just like wait till you're good, right? Like if you're starting to make birdhouses, you're not going to be like going to sell them right away. Like you're going to figure out how to it's done first, and like figure out your relationship with
I like that you
birdhouse.
used birdhouse. Why was birdhouse so close to your? Why was that such a quick grasp? Have you just bought a birdhouse? Are you
No, but
into
birdhouse.
birdhouses?
I don't know if this is like this might be an American thing, but building birdhouses is like the cliched retired dad
Oh,
activity
is it?
that you're
Okay.
like, maybe you're like a widower and you're just like trying to. You got some dark, horrible secrets, and you're like, I'm just gonna build birdhouses
Just whittling a birdhouse.
in the twilight of my years. Yeah, exactly. So that's why that came to mind. But it could be any kind of house, squirrel house,
Doghouse.
fucking dog house. Yeah, we built a dog house for Stefan when he joined the band.
I
We
mean,
had to jump him in the band. It's like you have to sleep in it's like a fraternity. You'll
there's
pledge.
a hazing period.
Hazing would make you sleep in the dog
It's
house.
like run 20. You have to run 20 suicides at the track, and then do a tech stand.
Yeah, like any of us would do that. We're just like smoking cigarettes. Like, yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
you gotta do that.
yeah. Where's my zins? I went to Planet Fitness with Pete. He brought zins in the gym on the treadmill. I was like,
Sick
that's
look.
psychotic.
So sick.
And he
That's so
did
good.
well. He was It sucks because I've been trying to run a lot of by the way, how good is my cardio now, Stefan? I was jumping around at practice last night.
Yeah, he was like a jumping bean.
I love it.
And so I've been
get
trying to
ready.
get
You
in
gotta
shape
get
for
ready, bro.
I've been trying to get in shape for like these tours and shit we're doing. So I'm like trying to run all the time. And then Pete never runs and he's just like fucking smoking shit all the time. And he joins me at the gym and he just like runs what I run. What took me months to like get to it. He just ran it like it was nothing while taking Zins. Like, fuck you.
You mentioned it, so let's talk about it, mate. Damnation Festival. I am so stoked. You messaged. I remember you messaging me like, "Oh, I've got an offer from this thing. Is this legit?" Did you like? It was pretty wild. I was like,
yeah,
no,
I didn't
dude,
know
it's
anything
literally,
about
like,
it.
One of the coolest festivals in the UK. Like, it's top tier. Like, it's,
Oh yeah,
you know, it's yeah. So how did that all happen? Yeah.
I think Paul, the guy who runs that,
Reached out.
Reached out. He's just like a fan of the band. The guy who runs the account at least reached out and then gave us an offer like really early on, like way before. And so we were like, absolutely, yeah, we'll do it. And like,
Amazing.
Yeah, got the passports and stuff. I think that's it. Like you'll have random people because it's still we're not like a huge band, but you'll get random people that are really high up that will reach out because like they're a fan. You know what I mean? But we don't have like a huge fan base by any means. I mean, we have like more fans than I ever thought any project of mine would gain. So like, that's amazing. But you know, we're not like we can't go to any city in the world and sell out and, you know, and be the headliner. Like
Yeah.
we got to jump on another thing. Like people are like, oh, you got to come to Australia. It's like,
yeah, they come to Brazil.
Yeah, the come to Brazil thing. It's like we will be abducted and shot. Yeah, we'll just be on. Yeah, we'll just start working down in Brazil. Just like get a favela.
Would it be fair to say that the Damnation Festival will be like the biggest gig you guys have played in in any bands you've been in, or have you played anything sort of on par with that previously?
I have
first.
Absolutely
Amazing.
I remember Tony.
It is.
He was like, "Oh, are you nervous to play?" And I was like, "Nah, it's just another crowd." And he's like, "Who the fuck are you talking? What the hell are you talking
That's
about?"
so sick. That's Big Sex. That's why they call him Big Sex, dude.
I was talking to Big Sex at that moment. He iced me out. Yeah. He's like, nah, dude. He's like, the smaller sets are the one. That's what you said. The smaller shows are the stressful ones because they're so intimate. I'm like, what big shows have you played? I haven't played big shows. At the Worthen Attic for like 40 people. Like, it's like the most we've played.
I'm so calm and collected. He hates my aura. I'm so chilled out like that.
Yeah, he's
Stefan was literally, we played some show
chilling.
and he was throwing up in the parking lot.
Like a dog of sorts. Like a dog or a cat.
Amazing.
Of sorts.
I was pretty nervous that show too. I was like, oh shit, there's a lot of people here. It's like early on.
You just
Our set, okay, by the way, our set sucks to play. It's the fucking worst music because it is unforgiving. Clean guitars, slow songs, clean vocals, multiple layers, like empty spaces. We call it like the cursed spots where like it'll just be one guitar doing like dung, dung, dung.
Yeah.
You play it. That's Alice's part, and it like every time like we look at her when she's playing, she's like, "Oh shit!" If I like hit one wrong note, because then it's gonna be like dung dung, and then it like throws everything off. Like it's so much pressure on her. It's just it sucks, and it's like, and you'll see her. She's like, "All right, I have to play. I want it to be like at the exact right tempo because then I'm setting the drums up for later. And like, if they go, so it's not impressive, right? Like we all used to play in grindcore, like crazy bands where it's like the moment you start playing, you relax because it's so crazy. Like people can't even tell if you fucked up.
No, there's
Like,
nothing. Yeah, it's just
even
a wall
like
of noise.
It's just a wall
Nobody's
of noise.
looking. Everybody's got their eyes closed because they're fucking drunk.
You don't have to sing in key or anything, and just like, and then like, I'm cool with those sets, but like this shit is like, I gotta like work on projecting my voice and not projecting so much that I'm not going to be able to play the next show, but also like not so little that the sound guy like has to turn me up all the way and is getting feedback and like it sucks. It's really challenging music to play live, I would say. It's just really challenging music to write, to record. It just fucking sucks. We're starting the next project. I'm doing one guitar, one bass, drums, grindcore band. Like that's it. I'm done with this. Yeah.
I remember you posted that you got the drip sorted. You got a sweet purple tracksuit for the Damnation.
Yeah.
Is that still the reigning drip?
He wears it outside, out and about. He'll just be like going to class in it. He does not give a fuck. He'll like go to job interviews with wearing the velour.
That's so sick. It's so sick, dude.
I do forget that I'm in the normal world where that looks insane. It's like at CVS, and I'm like, why is everyone staring at me? Like, do I look weird? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm wearing a velour tracksuit.
Grape man is out.
Yeah,
in New England. In Philly, that they wouldn't even notice.
I think you're the
They'd
mayor.
be like, hell yeah, dude.
They give you a key to the city.
Like, oh shit, I didn't even know the mayor was here. Like, damn, dude, what's up?
Jeez,
yeah.
Damn.
Yo, the goddamn mayor's here. Go birds, yo. Yeah. Except it would have to be a green. Because they're like, what are you, a fucking Vikings fan? And then they would kill you. It'd have to be a green tracksuit. But
so the new album, what would you how would you summarize the concept of the new album? Obviously, we talked about characters. There's characters on the previous releases, like obviously, like, how would you sort of summarize the concept? What are the main themes?
Okay. I mean, it's tough because you don't want to just give people, right? You want them to kind of like figure it out. Like, I don't want, and also it's kind of annoying when people are like waxing poetic about or philosophical about like their own, you know what I mean? Like, all right, I'll go through like the
You can just say it's a bunch of dickheads. It's a bunch of characters. They're all cunts.
Yeah, there's that. There is that. I mean, I think obviously it's called Camgirl, so it's a lot of it is like in camming, about camming. And I was reading before we wrote this, or like right at the time we were drafting, I read this woman's paper. She was talking about like, is camming good for women? Like, and she was taking multiple perspectives when they're like, the extreme perspective would be like, it's completely exploitative, it's fucked, it's bad, it's like just using women as like objective body parts and that. And then the other thing was like, it's all liberational and it's great and it's freeing women from all this stuff. And then basically at the end of this paper, this woman was like, I think it's a combination of both. And she actually, I think this was like a graduate level thing where she followed a bunch of camgirls, like 4 different camgirls, and like interviewed them and sort of did a whole profile on them and like what their lives were like. And it was crazy. And like, we know people in that world too. So we're like, we just by association and like talking with a lot of like women in that world, you get an idea of the good and the bad and the sort of underlying like horror under that. And I think in the sex, like in the world of sex work as a whole, right? Because like there's a lot of like bleed over between camming and prostitution and porn and stuff. Not necessarily, but like where
it bleeds together somewhat.
And for whatever reason, this is like the fucking puritanical part of our psyche where we associate all of that, like sex, with drugs, rock and roll, vice, right? And it's not, right? I mean, it shouldn't be. It's a perfectly like healthy thing. It's not on par with like snorting meth, right? But for some reason, like we put them in the same kind of category, and that's because like because of this puritanical like association with sex, it's been forced into the world of vice, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be. Like you go to a lot of places in Europe and it's like, I mean, it's not perfect, but like it's very different from like how it's treated in America. Certainly like prostitution, which is entirely controlled by like the mob. And you meet like a ton of like really shady characters. But anyway, I mean, it was just like a sort of jumping off point. And also, I'll be honest, like so I knew this dude. He's actually in prison now. Piece of shit. Not gonna name names, but like he had all these fucking OnlyFans accounts that he would follow, right? And he was broke as shit. So I was like, what is it? Like, why don't you just watch porn for free? Like, you're fucking stupid. Yeah. And then he was like, he explained it to me, and it was like one of the most horrifying things I've ever heard. And I'm so glad that he is in jail, because it was like, he like liked the like online humiliation factor in real time. Like it gave him like a power complex, and he liked that they were only doing certain things because he had money to give them. Like normal people would be like, I can't enjoy sex because this person is only talking to me because I'm giving them money, and that ruins the whole thing. Like he liked that. That was like an enjoyment for him. And it was the like you see a lot of like like they had a whole Black Mirror episode on like online digital like humiliation fetish stuff, or like mukbanging and stuff, where people like to tune in and watch people like humiliate themselves. And I was like, this is so horrifying, especially when it's like in a sexual context and stuff. And just like that like stuck with me forever. And then when I read this woman's paper on like Camgirls, it like kind of fused this world together. So that's kind of what I'll say about that. And also it's like, there's something about, one more thing. Sorry. There's something about the digital age where you say like people always talk about objectification. Like you objectify people sexually. It's like, I would argue that that's actually kind of natural, like in certain contexts, right? Like even couples who like love each other or something, right? Like they'll, in a sexual way, like you objectify each other for like, it's like, oh, it's harmless. Like you just see each other like, and it can go either way. Like a girl's like, oh, like that guy, he's like such a hot piece of ass or something. Like there's something like playful and something. What's fucked up from this like camming fetish thing, like with this dude who is in prison and like guys like him, it's not that they objectify people. It's that it's like subjective domination, where they like knowing that there's a human on the other end suffering due to them, which is so much worse, and like a broader metaphor for like how like sadism as a whole, where it's like, it's not just like, even a psychopath like might go like cut up, like a Jason Voorhees just like cuts up a bunch of teenagers. It's like, to him, they might as well be like fucking sausages, or it doesn't matter. But like a real sadist is like actually empathetic and likes to imagine the suffering that they inflict on other people. Like that to me is like so horrifying. And so like there's a little bit of that in this album as well, like that like subjective sadism, subject oriented sadism, and like how fucking horrible that is. Anyway,
no, that's sick.
That's all I'll rant about that. I'm sorry for
it's a great,
for going
it's
off
a great
on a
rant.
fucking...
I think it perfectly accompanies.
I warned Stefan. I was like, dude, I'm gonna go on a fucking rant about this. Just like go with it. But it's over.
No, I'm glad. I'm stoked. No, this is literally all I want. I'm I'm a big fan. I'm a massive fan, and I've been really, really, really enjoying the new record. Thank you for sending it to me early.
Oh yeah,
like,
dude! Thank you so much for
just-
listening to it and for the feedback.
It's so sick. I think you guys have just absolutely smashed it out of the park. I think there's just so many fucking bangers here. I think I said this before, but like I think that like you guys should realistically have such a large appeal to like such a huge amount of people, and I really hope that this album gets to those people. I saw that you guys are being covered on the Needle Drop, which is fucking great. Like that's really cool. Like that's like one of the biggest platforms out there for music. Like obviously you have your shitty metal sites that people still look at for some reason, like your Lamb Goats and your other things that like I don't understand why people do it. But like in
Oh
terms
damn!
of,
I didn't
like,
know there was some beef here. You're like, man, fuck those sites.
No, just like those sites are just like it's just a breeding ground of like all they talk about is like Corey Taylor's fucking dick, and like it's just the comment section, right? Is all that people like look at, right? But
Nice,
so I don't.
yeah.
But that like Needle Drop like covering it is amazing. I really hope that like that gives you a bit of a bump because it's a brilliant album. I think you guys. The record you put out last year was like collectively the favorite album of all the people that listen to our podcast. Like it was
Oh,
like
damn.
the
Well,
collective.
thank you.
Like we did a vote and we put it all together and we crunched the numbers and it was like Absolute Elsewhere was just beaten out by your album. And
Oh damn! Thank you so much. I think that like I personally like this album more. I think it's more complex. I think Stefan and I like me, Stefan. We got in like some sort of like flow state where we were like going over to each other's houses like for like weeks at a time and just stay up and we just make a million different drafts and stuff. And we got the vocal like we really wanted vocal hooks. Like I feel like there's even more hooks in this one, and like the other one relied on a lot of the like more country Americana inspired hooks. We wanted to do like your more typical like Michael Jackson or like Madonna-y song or
Lady Gaga.
like Lady Gaga, even like Sabrina Carpenter.
Or
Even
Justin
though,
Bieber.
dude, I showed have you listened to the new Sabrina? Because
I saw you post saying that there's no bars, no hooks. Sorry, it's Sabrina Carpenter, which was so sick. I
really actually want to do a live stream of Jonathan critiquing Sabrina Carpenter's new album because he had like a fucking aneurysm. He was like screaming in my car because we drove back from practice and it's like an hour. So we listened to the whole album and everything. He's like, what the fuck? What the fuck are they thinking? He's like screaming, like he's going crazy. He's like, this is so stupid. He's like, whoever fucking wrote this like writes musicals for fucking Disney. Like this shit sucks. He's like, they're like egregious. He's like, they're professional, like egregious cliche writers. He's like going all at, I really need to capture his energy when it comes to critiquing that album because
that kind of content is like things that people would absolutely gravitate towards and really love, and like I feel like it's something you could do. It would be great to see. Like personally for me, I would love to watch that.
Yeah, Jonathan will do this thing where he pulls his hair all the way back and he's like yeah, like he's having a fucking panic attack. Like it'll be like one chord will set him off. Like if it's the wrong chord in the chord progression, he just goes. He'll do that to us sometimes. Like we'll write stuff and like he'll be listening. He'll be like, okay, and then we'll put like you put like a dominant 5 in there, and he's like, no. Amazing. It's good to have people filtering your stuff because we had some stinkers in there too. We don't get. I mean, it was like it's always going to be like 80% stinkers, 20% good shit. That's kind of how it is.
The stinkers, dude. You have to have the stinkers, otherwese you don't know what the banger is. You need to have
exactly.
Stinkers.
You got to have the stinkers in there, and I mean, like you can hit a couple weeks where you're like, damn, did we?
If we just been stinking,
yeah, or like if the production's bad, like we've been stinking here, and it's hot as shit. I called Stefan up, and I was like, he had to walk me out off of the ledge.
I remember he was like, dude, is this just completely fucked? Do we need to start from zero and just only have ladies' night and just start from there? And I was like, yo, chill.
Daddy, chill.
Yeah, chill out. And then he texted me like,
Daddy,
he's like,
chill.
oh, yeah. You're like, nah, you're right. Now you're right for real. And I was like, word.
You're like, go to bed.
Go to bed.
Like, go to sleep.
It was like at 4 or 5 in the morning. He's like, we need to start over. And I was like, all right, well, no.
Amazing. How many tracks did you have at that point?
But like
when
even
you were ready to throw it all away.
Oh, we were in the third phase of mixing. Like we were in the third round. This is the end. We were supposed to deliver it to Matt, and we were already a month behind schedule. So that was we were
something.
supposed to have already delivered it to Matt in Portrayal. And I was like, we need to start
That's
over.
So
like it sucks. Or even like that song Bed Rot, which for me is actually now my favorite song, and I think. But that song only works, like, honestly, Stefan, like, really fixed that song because he added these, like, really dreamy guitars that kind of, like, contextualize the vocals. But, like, that chorus, which is, if the instrumentals aren't right, that sucks. That is the stupidest chorus. And, like, some of the earlier drafts we had, it was just like, yo, this song is trash. Like... So a lot of it is like getting the mix right, getting like the insert, like, and having the right the leads like that will recontextualize the vocal melodies. So I'm always impressed by like people like LMFAO that can have a hook with no instrumentals. Like they can just sing it's so hooky. It's like computer like perfect. It's like algorithmically perfect hook where like they can have no instrumentals contextualizing it and it's still kind of like it's or we will rock you is like that. There's no instrumental. You can just we will rock you. They just have the drum beat and then later they have instrumentals. But like that hook is so good, they don't even need to contextualize it with chords or anything, which is like crazy to me. Like that's a level of like pop songwriting that we can only aspire to get to.
Well, I think this new album is beautiful, man. I absolutely adore it. I'm really, really stoked for it to just get out in the world and for people to hear it.
What's your favorite song?
It comes out. I love Mary Kate and Ashley. I love when you get into the bars. I'm so full of sadness. Don't know where my dad is. That whole flow from there to there. That's just like rap, dude. It's because so I asked you the other day for the lyric sheet, didn't I?
Yeah.
And, I was out walking my dog, and I was listening to the album, and I was reading the lyrics while I was doing it. And I just had the best time. And I read it ahead as well. I read it. I read all the lyrics to the album because I'd listened to the record a few times just to get them in my head. And I think the way that you write so much of it, like I was like rapping it in my head. It's so good. Nice. That bit in Mary Kate and Ashley, like I'm so full of sadness. That whole bit down is it's fucking fire, dude. In my head, I'm there spitting it like a grime MC, and it still works, bro. Like I think this track's got so many legs, bro. You could like remix it like a motherfucker. Like,
that's the tough thing to dabble with rap because it's like you don't want to be the like what's the like really popular band that will do that kind of stuff, like it's like not 21 Pilots or like or like Jonah, like they'll have like a rap verse and you're like, oh no, like let me tell you about my life, everything bad, like, nothing good, I want to die.
That's the bit where you do the video and then for that section you put on the tracksuit. That's how you pop that.
Yeah. And I think with any of that, like Otessa has that too, the like, I got my problems with the law, wanna back. But it's like you can kind of sing rap it, so it's like
like the Peppers.
It would be tough if I came out and I was like, it's like, yo, big sex on the mic, like like if I just came out.
That would be so sick.
Just came out like with like an
sick.
actual
That's what
rap.
you
like you kind of have to you have to sing if you like. It's not really rap
It's like
because
peppers.
it's like song. It's kind of like Chili Peppers or like Tyler the Creator. Sometimes will do that.
Yeah,
Like,
mate, big Tyler vibes throughout this record. Like,
Yeah.
so,
yeah, no, that
like
Tyler
in
the
my
Creator
head,
fucking
like
rules.
I'm
I love
forever
Tyler.
just like a teenager listening to Brain Damaged in like my room, like that sort of shit. That old old Eminem, and then like didn't really feel that way about like hip hop until like sort of like early Odd Future, and then also like in part of that, like the first L Sweatshirt EP, like where it was just heinous shit. I fucking loved it so much, and I feel like you touched sort of levels of that with what you do on this record, like where it's just that, you know, you say cunt so many times, it's like I wrote it. I fucking
Well, like, also, I gotta-
overused that word.
I gotta put you, because I mostly listen to rap. I kind of like torture Stefan. Alice and I, like, we're always listening to like, and we'll listen to really egregious rap. Like, we love like scam rap, which is rap where you're talking about like scamming old people out of money. Like,
Who's the one that's like
Hell
talking
yeah.
about?
there's Punch Made Dev, who
That
might
one.
be the worst person alive. He's talking about how he's putting fentanyl in pills that he's pressing at home to kill homeless people on purpose, like to laugh at them as they die in front of him.
He was the one that.
And he's like 17. And so this is what I'm listening to. I'm like, dude, I mean, I'm like, even if this guy is like full of shit, there's someone like that. Like, he's tapping into like a real, because a lot of the like even rappers, like they're kind of, they're not really like that, and they shouldn't be. They're fucking artists. Like but you're capturing like they're capturing like someone they know, you know, someone they've come across in like whatever, like anyone who's been like in the drug world or like the fucking like like whether it be an addict or something, like you met people like that, and they're like, these people are like, if there is a devil, like it's that this is where they work for him. Like, yeah, like there's something like literally like evil, like from on a spiritual level about these types of people where you are purposefully lacing pills just to kill homeless people that you think is funny. Like, that's so evil.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, or just like, or even like so much rap in America now is like, it'll, like back in the 90s, it's, you know, you talk about killing people, but it was all kind of from like a Goodfellas-y, like mafia, like I'm the boss and I take care of business, like I do what I have to do. Now they don't even care about money. The money is, or any of the fame. They're like, I just want to kill people. Like, I literally, it is like, I can't wait to fuck. And then I'm just like, I don't have a long life expectancy. Like, I'm going to die at 19 and I just want to kill as many people as I can. I love it. And they just rap about that. You're like, so I'm like listening to this and I'm like, oh, damn. Like, because the country is like, you know, people are not having a great time in America.
Yeah.
I can tell you that on average.
Well, I think that's album 3 sewn up.
Yeah. If I said anything about Camgirl, it would be people in the country that we live in are not having a great time. And this is a reflection of that. Yeah.
Amazing.
But it's, I mean, and you also, I don't want to be like edgy for the sake of edgy. Like, that's something Stefan and I talk about a lot, where it's like, you don't want to be like, you want to capture something real and you want to capture something interesting, but you don't just want to be, I don't know. There's a balance, I think.
Yeah.
And
No,
even
totally.
even like we have or just like having characters that it's like, yeah, they're fucked up, but they're like still human. Like, most of these characters have like some kind of redeeming quality. Even the main protagonist, Bella, who's like the cam girl, like the girl who gets into camming and is like interfacing with all these horrible people and stuff. Like, yeah, she gets used or she gets like manipulated by some of them, but like she herself is like a fearsome protagonist. She is not without fault and like her own aggression and like manipulative tactics. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to write a protagonist who's just like a fucking Luke Skywalker, like totally good, no vices,
Mary
no
Sue? Mary Sue?
Mary
Is that
or
what-
Sue.
Mary Sue. Yeah,
Is that what they call it?
yeah.
Yeah.
You want someone who's like real, right? But anyway, I mean,
That's what people gravitate towards. The
Yeah.
reality, just like the complete honesty.
well, I was thinking the other day because I used to love when my dad would pick me up because he had the leather CD case in his car, and he had like, I was like a child, right? And I'm not gonna cap and say that like I listened to like fucking Dillinger Escape Plan or something when I was a kid. Like I'm listening to like what my dad likes because I think he's like the coolest guy I know, right? Like, and so he had like Smashing Pumpkins and Nirvana and REM, and because he's Gen X, right? And so like he had all the like I remember he showed me Built to Spill, and he was like, this is a band that like they don't care about their image, they're just getting to like what it's like to be a person, right? Or like Modest Mouse or something, and like that. And at the time I was like, oh yeah, like this Gen X has this kind of fascination with like authenticity, but it's ultimately performative authenticity, right? And you see that again now, like where people, they like if you set up your camera and it's just you playing like in some shitty setting, like with some, they like, people like the authenticity. They don't like a big production with like any kind of millions of dollars spent on music video and shit like that. Like they like the sort of like more odd, but ultimately people know this and they are capitalizing on that. So it is still a performance, right? Like even because I remember like first time hearing Nirvana, my dad, I was like, oh my God, like this guy's real. Like it's not like the hair metal bands or like something like the Beatles where like there's something real about this. And like, but in hindsight, like it's all the fucking facade too, like, right?
It's all the
Like
performance. Yeah,
it's all the
everything.
performance. Like you can't escape
Absolutely.
it. Like it's just so. It's like
Yeah.
when people are like, "Oh,
It
be
just
yourself,"
come
like
together.
it's kind of like meaningless. It's like, real. What does that mean? Like I'm empty inside. Like I'm no one. Like I'm a fucking void. Don't
I'm
be
being
myself.
honest in
A
saying
fucking
that I'm no one.
yeah. But like, but anyway, the
Yes.
the like the new. It goes in waves. I feel like I felt like a couple of years ago when like hyperpop was really taking off. Then there was this like they liked the whole like perform. It was hyperpop was almost like hair metal, where it was like this really kind of like crazy imaginative world where all these stars live. And now it's going back to like an authentic thing, but it'll pick up again. It's like oscillates between like the more imaginative worlds and then the more real like authentic worlds, and then it'll go back and up and like I don't know. It's tough as an artist where you're like, I want to be quote authentic, but what does that even mean?
Where do you see like the next sort of batch of music heading? I mean, actually, to be fair, you already said that you're deep in album 3 right now. Like what?
We could be deeper. We could be
We
deeper.
could be.
Yeah.
I think now we've got like tours on. We're like, all right, maybe we should like tour on this album for a bit before we like immediately put out another album. You know, we should kind of milk this for what it's worth. We are working on it. We have a bunch of different avenues we're trying.
Yeah.
Like one that Stefan and I were trying to do like a lot of acoustic guitar, kind of like dark country stuff.
Nice.
Like
I
kind
think,
of
I think your voice would absolutely lend to something like that. Like yeah, I'm
that
I
would
really like Coulter Wall. Like his voice is like unreal.
yeah.
That sort of shit. I could see you rocking that, dude. Get the fucking hat on.
Yeah, like a Michael Gira type thing, where it's like dark country, but like still pop P songs, like with hooks in the chorus and stuff, and maybe like acoustic guitars, but like kind of dark. Honestly, kind of similar with Love, but like more acoustic.
More organic.
and more organic. Yeah, less and like maybe
Cool.
big like industrial noise too.
That's great because like
And
I think that you know like a band like you guys that sort of you're very much like drenched in a similar thematic between like the two records, like with the high synths and stuff. Like you know, I think it's really cool to be like iterating on yourself as opposed to like just making the same album 3 times, like sort of thing. You know, not that I'm saying that's what you did on this one, but like yeah, to be like just a lot of my favorite bands like just evolve slightly over time. Like one of my favorite bands ever is He Is Legend. They're just like real like amazing band that have like slowly just sort of morphed over time and like put out just different records all the time, and like I appreciate that.
I don't know that. Stefan, do you know that?
Yeah, I've heard of them. I fuck with He Is Legend.
I'll have to check him
Hell
out.
yeah.
Is it a guy? It's a band?
Like
Yeah, it's like that started as like a southern metalcore type band and then kind of shifted and kind of got and sort of eroded and then just started writing like bangers, and yeah, they're a great band. They put out a phenomenal album, White Bat. I want to say 2019, 2018, and it was like a concept album, and it was all about the Golden State Killer, and it's fucking amazing.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's unreal. Like they've got a track on that called Boogie Woman. If you want to talk about hooks, Tony, dude, you will. That's the fucking hook, dude. Boogie Woman is fucking unreal. Like
I'll check it out tonight.
It's one of the
I'm checking it
hooks
out
ever.
Boogie Woman. He is legend. I'll have to check them out. Yeah,
they're awesome.
Really great.
I always
band,
do this thing when people like, do you know this?
Band, you know?
Like, do you ever do this thing where people are like, do you know this band? And then you're immediately like, oh yeah, but you don't know them. And then you're like, I lied. I don't know. I actually don't know that. I'm trying not to do that.
That's like my favorite thing.
Because I don't know why. I feel like I'm gonna like hurt their feelings. I'm like, oh yeah, no, they're great. Or like,
well, I do it
like
because
lie.
sometimes I just don't want to hear.
I love lying.
You know?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I heard him like whatever, and I'm like, I mean, I don't wanna, but so I'll tell you yes.
Yeah.
We can move on.
I don't need the full breakdown.
Or when it's their band,
right
when you're at a local thing, they're like, people will be like, they'll be like, oh yo, you guys are the Crippling guys. We're like, oh yeah, and then they'll be like, yeah, we're in like this band, and then I'll be like, oh, I love them, and I like have no idea who they are, but I'm like, I don't want them
just
to know my band, and then because it just feels like rude. I'm trying not to do that, because I've even been like, I actually don't, because then they're like, oh yeah, and then I realize that like I've set myself up where I have to say something about their band, and I have no idea like what kind of music it is. Or I'm like, wait. And I'll be like, oh, wait, are you guys like the metalcore? Oh, no, I'm thinking of a different band. I'm sorry. Like, yeah. It's so pathetic.
I like that. It's honest.
But,
dudes, I think we killed it. I'm really, really stoked to talk to you all. Is there anything else you wanted to say about the album before we bounce?
If you don't like it, do not murder me. Kill Sonny first.
Basically, if you don't like this album, it's 100% Stefan's fault. I was going to make whatever album you're envisioning in your head that you wanted to hear from us. I was supposed to make that album with Jonathan,
I had
Pete,
the whole album
Alice.
done.
We had it all out, and then this fucking guy, Big Sex, came along and put his fucking big dick on all of us and made us write this album. But I mean, I would even say like in some ways this album is less poppy than With Love at times, right? Yeah. Like it has
I'm speaking as a fan. I think if you don't like this album and you like the previous album, there's something wrong with you. I think this is a beautiful, brilliant evolution.
Well, if you like our music at all, there's something wrong with you. Probably deeply wrong with you. And you should go.
Setting that
and I would say if you're watching this and you're having a crisis in your life and you're like, I'm going to DM this band and tell them about it, that like, we are not licensed mental health professionals.
We're not BetterHelp.
And so we're not BetterHelp. This is, we need health professionals. So like, we shouldn't be giving anyone advice. We shouldn't be giving, I mean, I find it tough, like when bands give even like political advice.
Yeah.
because you're like,
Stare out of that, bro.
why? Because I like because you're good at writing music. I listen to your like politics. Like I'll go to a political expert. Like I don't know anything I'm an idiot. I don't know anything. I don't even know what happened today. I don't pay attention to that shit. I was fucking playing like fucking games on my phone. I'm not reading about that. I'd be like, what do you think about like capitalism? Who cares what I think? I'm an idiot. Yeah.
I'm playing Candy Crush.
I'm playing Candy Crush. Yeah. I'm in the Matrix. I'm fully in the Matrix.
Yeah, I'm locked in, dude.
Yeah.
There's nothing good out there.
Yeah. I'm on the fucking dopamine rush.
He's like,
yeah. Well, that's another thing. It is depressing how like everyone is like, what have you been up to? And it's just like, I've been on reels like everyone. Just scrolling reels and then trying to live my life in between scrolling reels. Like, just that's what we do now. So
that's it.
Gonna move to like the woods or something. But no, I mean, for me personally, I think this album, I know it's close, but typically, actually, this is a good sign because typically once I've heard this album so many times, like after, you just mixing and re-recording and remastering. We went through so many versionings and all that. Like, I'm so done with it, but like, I still have a pretty strong emotional connection to it. I think for me personally, I prefer this album. I think it's a little more complex, instrumentally, vocally, just emotionally complex. It's a bit more like experimental at times, both in the pop thing and like it has also Bedrot, which is the one song I like continually will listen to on my own. Like I don't really listen to our own shit, but I do listen to Bedrot because it's just like my vibe song now, which feels very conceited when you like listen to your own shit, but whatever.
Yeah, I love that. That's big dog shit, to be honest, dude.
That's big sex stuff. That's what big sex is all about.
That's real big dog, big sex shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Mate.
And buy this album because like we all need dental work and shit. So like that'd be great if you just like buy that.
I need to get these taken out.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
We all need braces.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
And hopefully when you see us.
Any final thoughts?
No, I mean I think it was definitely awesome making this album, and hopefully when you hear it, when everyone else hears it, they'll be like they'll see the pink that I saw when I was with Tony writing them.
Yeah,
they'll see the glitter
today.
Yeah. No, it was a nice pink.
I wore my best Mob Dad outfit today as well.
Yeah, you look great, man. I was gonna say you're looking stylish. I have yet to comment on that. You got the pink and stuff, and looking good.
I did it for the Kings.
Hell yeah. But yeah, no, Stefan, I mean, and Alice also joined. Alice has been, you hear a lot of Alice on this record as well. Like if you ever listen to her music, it's very extreme. It is like noise core, hyper pop, like, and there's a lot of that in here too. Like I remember, do you know the song, you've listened to the album, right? You know, Saran Wrap Cash.
Yeah.
The end of that song, there's like 808s and like really big set. That was the first time we hung out with Alice, like as a band. Like that was the first time she came in and she was like designing 808s and EQ and all that stuff and like mixing it. And so it's like, it was cool. She kind of came in like, it's unfortunate because she came in like 70%, like the album was already like kind of 70% there, but then she really got to like put her vision in as well.
Amazing.
She's been great. Go check out her work. I mean, Stefan and Alice have a bunch of other projects. I don't know if you want to plug your other projects. Like this is the Heavyist. So
yeah, we'll
probably some.
If for metal, obviously I play in Coma Witch, Bottom Surgery, A Year of Black and White, Run Your Pockets, and I'm in Alice with all those projects, and then ever changing cast of other people, and then obviously we're Crippling, making awesome rock music that can change colors by album. This time it's pink, sparkly pink and glittery, and I hope it stays that way.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
Amazing.
so
This has been really fun. Thank you so much. Like, it's been really, really great chatting with you. Like, honestly, I love your band so much. I'm just actually really thankful that we got to chat again. It's been absolutely sick. I can't wait to see you guys play Damnation. That's going to be amazing. It'll be cool to meet up. Yeah, and yeah, if anybody, if you're still watching or listening, give us a sub. That would be sick. Write some comments, follow the page. It'll be amazing. We appreciate you. I'll be back next week. Also, next one, right? Oh, so this is quite funny. So I only kind of started doing like interviews like last year. The one I did with you, Tony, was the first time I'd like done an interview on my own.
oh damn.
And it was kind of cool. And so it's funny that like now we're doing this, and because I'm away, I'm talking with you this week, and then Gary's doing his first solo interview next week. Gary's going to be talking to Brent from Greyhaven.
Yes.
Who are a fucking sick band.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're
I talked to
chatting
Gary
great
about
people.
that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've got some other really cool interviews in the pipeline. Yeah, it's all sick. So if you enjoy heavy music, you enjoy listening to people talk about heavy music, just fucking give us a sub, mate.
Oh yeah, no, I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love your what you guys do. And I was actually just talking to Gary in the DMs the other day.
Hell yeah.
And I understand why you guys split it up. It's probably for the best. But
yeah, I think it flows better. I tried a few like where it's two of us, and I think it just makes a bit more sense, like one person with another person. Like I like write all my notes and I have everything, and then he'll like send me his notes and he's got like some of my questions, and I'm like, get out the fucking, it just makes so much sense, like for us to just with a podcast it's a little bit different when you're like where there's a bit more like different, like when we talk about different records and stuff, it makes a bit more sense. But
and there's not like the same agenda. We're trying to start a podcast. I wanted to be with love from a potted room. That's what I wanted to make.
No, that's so sick. Unreal. Fucking hell yeah.
Honestly, I want it because like
with love
I'm telling
from a potted room.
Stefan and Alice, like they have their own little like vocabulary and language when they hang out. And it's like I want them to be the main hosts, and then we'll have like changing just torture. Yeah, they're like professional bulliers. They'll just like bully people.
No,
it's crazy.
No.
I love it.
No, it's seriously like
it.
yeah. Like if you have any weakness, they will sniff it out and they will use it against you. They will use it. It's very funny, but like
Amazing.
yeah. So yeah, I want them to have a podcast.
There's probably an awkward cut here because I really needed to go to the toilet. Tony was talking about wanting them to do a podcast.
Yeah. We're saying the next music video, we should have people send in toilet cams. Just to have it.
I love that.
Amazing.
It's a great idea.
It's for German crippling alcoholism.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to pop off in Europe.
Yeah. Well, someone was saying there's a Berlin nightclub where there's a guy who goes into the bathroom and everyone pisses on him. And the guy telling me this was like, he did it. He's like, yeah, he pissed on it. It's like the guy, it's like a whole spectacle.
That's the mayor of Germany, by the way. That's the king of Germany.
The king. That's the
the Dutch king.
The Tsar.
The Deutsch king.
That's the Kaiser.
Yeah, the Kaiser. Yeah. That's the Tsar, whatever. But they were like, would you piss on him? And I was like, no. And they're like, well, why not? He likes it. I was like, I feel like this is contributing to when you're having multiple people line up to pee on you. Like,
enabling.
Something happened that should be resolved.
Yeah. But, you've got to go. You got to go. You've had a couple, I think he wants it. He wants it.
It's commensalism.
Yeah. I guess this is just where our
it's
opinions
nature
diverge.
So you're no one to piss.
But yeah, I want them to start a podcast. I want Alice and Stefan to start a podcast, and where each week they bully a new person.
Nice.
And they find out his backstory, and they do research, and they're like, all right, this is what they're sensitive about, and then they find the best way to bully them for like an hour.
It's like 2 hours long.
It's like 2 hours.
It ends with like vomiting and crying.
Yeah.
Crying breaks and vomit breaks. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I feel like it would be good.
I think it could be you maybe could go on like a deluxe version of the album. It could be like wrapped up in the Camgirl theme. It could be like a Dom fetish thing. Like you get somebody and then they just pay you to fucking annihilate them.
Yeah. Well, we did. Someone suggested we do we like make a camming account, and we were gonna use Jonathan, but I would do his overdub. So it would be my voice, but Jonathan like interacting with fans, but like maybe he'll wear like a little mask and it'll be me. Like,
amazing. Hi.
I think that's a good shout. I think you should put that on Reels on the main account.
But like just Jonathan, like
that's gold.
Like that, yeah.
I saw the dubbing. That's like a new
You saw
thing.
the dubbing. It's pretty fun. It's pretty heinous. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, but the I don't know. I mean, we also spent all of our budget already, so we can't.
We have no money.
People were like,
we have no money left.
You were done mixing the album. I was like, when we were like, we don't have any more money. We can't mix it anymore, and we have to deliver this. So what you get?
You can make some video camming content for no money.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I just
right?
meant like promotion in general, but that is kind of why I like. Not gonna lie, it was one of the motivations behind getting people to send in footage, because I was like, we don't have any money to pay anyone for like music videos and stuff. What if we just have people film it themselves? Like, you outsource it.
Outsourcing, it's a scumbag video. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great move. You should. Like, people want to do it. They want to be involved. Fuck it.
No, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like almost tearing up a bit. I was like, damn, dude, like. This is so cool. Like, these people, I love these people. I love them all. I'm very indebted to them. Like, it
It's the dude on the toilet. You're just welling up.
Yeah. Like,
he's crying.
Yeah. And he sent it, like, this was what it was. His face was just...
Stoic.
Just stoic. Not like... like, he just... And I was like, I don't know if this guy is, like, the funniest guy in the world, or if he's, like, completely
Deeply
tapped.
disturbed.
Yeah, it's
Deeply
very
disturbed.
close to. It's very close crossover.
Very close. Yeah.
Both at the same time.
Like,
Dude,
but,
this has been really fantastic. Thank you so much.
yeah.
I really, really hope that the album goes down massively and everybody hears it. And then next time I look on Spotify, you've got like 50,000 listeners monthly, and then. Then you like
that
sell
is the
out.
Measurement
then you will
worth.
Become,
How many
It's like-
Spotify monthly listeners you have is directly proportional to your worth as a human being. Is all
I
I'll
hope
say.
that I hope there's like another fappening and you're all in it. Like that's the level that I'm hoping for you guys.
Happening, yeah. No, I mean the
That's what
monthly
I want.
listener, but the monthly listener thing is like insane, because I'll find myself checking it and like it's Bitcoin or something. I'm like, oh fuck, like it went down.
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna do?
Coin
You have to
up,
be
up,
like,
up,
dude,
up,
it's
sell.
fine. Yeah, come on, to the moon. Like,
Straight to the
and,
middle.
like, what are we doing wrong, guys? Our thing, we released a thing and it went down. Like, well, we got on a new playlist, guys. It's like, oh my god, it's so fucking pathetic. Like,
It's like
but it's like
every time.
it really is like it really does determine like so many real opportunities, right? Like, because if you're trying to get on a festival or something, like people just immediately look at your monthly listeners, and it sucks because like, oh my god, like some of my favorite bands. I was listening. Let me plug this one band. They're from like the 2000s, but they're called 37,500 Yens. It's a 37500 Yens plural. They have like 1,000 monthly listeners, and they're like fucking awesome. I've been listening to them nonstop for a while now, and like they put out one album. Like the monthly listener shit, it really doesn't. It shouldn't mean anything.
1,700.
Yeah, but they're fucking... Listen to that album. It's like insane, dark, like math rock, but like just the perfect amount of like technicality without being like too much. And it's like very emotional, and like honestly, I ripped off that album a lot, like guitar wise. So I owe them. And now I paid it off. Now I don't owe them anything. I plugged them once. That's fine. Acknowledge
Awesome.
it. But the the monthly listener, like the amount of Spotify or like the amount of like Instagram. Like I was talking to some people like I grew up with, and they're like, "Yo, you still doing that music shit?" And I was like, yeah. They're like, "What's your band called?" And I'm like, "It's called Crippling Alcoholism." They're like, "Oh yeah, nice." And they're like, "Damn, yeah, you got all these followers and shit.
Dude.
You're like famous, bro." And it's like they didn't give a shit until they're like, "Oh, you got a lot of followers. Like people care about you, man. Fuck you. I want a lot of followers." Because we don't even have like in the grand scheme of things. But it is pathetic how much we like measure ourselves by that.
Yeah, and it's a weird measuring stick, but like I think for a band your size, like I think the number that you have is really, really decent. Like it's that like what I think I looked at it earlier. It's like 15,000. That's 12,000. That's fucking great.
Yeah, well,
that's fucking sick.
No,
that's
it's
absolutely
crazy.
sick. And this is before the album drops as well. So like that will be like crazy next month.
I think if you can get between like 50 and 100,000, you're good. Like you got enough people who know about you where you can kind of just like tour when you want. You can make a decent amount off streaming. You can tell people to go fuck themselves if the deal isn't good. Like that's a good place to be. So that's where we'd like to be eventually. I think it would be good. I mean, when we released With Love, we had like 10 monthly listeners. And all 10 of them were just me on different accounts, just like trying to. Yeah.
Well, like I'm looking at like Chatpile have popped off. And you know, I think there's a lot of crossover. There's a huge amount of crossover with like band like with your sound that.
Yeah.
And they're at like 143 right now. Like Chatpile have absolutely exploded.
Yeah, I mean they're the band that we get measured against. You know what I mean? Like and I don't know why, because like we have a similar
I don't know what
scumbag
they should
attitude,
be measuring
but like
against.
But like people will be like, "Oh yeah, no," and like they'll like compare our album to like whatever Chatpile released, and I'm like, well, they're a very different band. Like they I love that band. I think they're fucking awesome. But like they make they're not like hook like pop or
No.
using like synths. They're like using a totally different like why that band? I think it's just because of the vocals kind of similar like scumbag drunk guy attitude.
Yeah.
But I mean they're huge. Or like Viagra Boys. You ever listen to Viagra Boys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're like really big too. They're like kind of a noise rock, but like pop. Like they write more like hooky stuff. So yeah, there's hope. There's hope. I'd love to go on tour with Viagra Boys or something, or I mean Chatpile too, any of those.
That would be sick as hell.
But anyway, I do think that traveling with 6 people who all like have their own schedules and are all is challenging, because like we'll get a couple of offers. We got an offer to go to Serbia recently. Did you see that?
That's sick.
Stefan?
Yeah, I saw that.
We were like, as much as we would love to go, I want to go. That sounds awesome to me. But are we going to make enough money to even like pay for the tickets? I don't know.
To Serbia, it's a little tricky out there.
Yeah. So hopefully, like if you get to like 100K, you're good. You can go to Serbia.
I think Serbia fits. I think Serbia is perfect. Like
Yeah.
I don't really know anything about Serbia, but like I feel like
Have you
feel
seen
like
a
the purple
Serbian film?
tracksuit will yeah, that's the only thing I know about Serbia.
That's the thing that people from Serbia hate that movie. Because that's like the one thing. They're like, "Oh, you're from Serbia? Have you seen a Serbian film?" And then they're like, "We're not all insane psychopaths.
We don't all.
We don't all fuck our own family to death." At gunpoint. And like, yeah. But
I think that's the best place to leave it, possibly. I don't think we can have a
On that note.
perfect endpoint. I think that's the best. I think that's the best note to end on, dudes.
yeah,
Amazing.
I like that movie. I think that movie actually does have some artistic merit. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
been-
I think it. It's been debated a lot.
It's been so long since I watched it, and I don't think it's more like a cartoon of itself in my head than like, you know, so I don't really, I can't really remember.
I saw it like towards the end of a binge.
It's a hard sell. Like, you get the boys over, you had a couple drinks, you're like, I'm going to chuck on, like, I'm probably going to chuck on Mortal Kombat 1995. That, like, I don't get, like, Serbian films are hard sell.
Is the Tim Burton Batman movie with Jack Nicholson.
Yes.
That's been like my late night, like, feeling it. Pete and I were
yes, bro.
It's so good.
That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT.
And the music is like so whimsical in this movie. It's like it's like piano and like whole band, but it like works so well. I love it. And
that's unreal.
Yeah. But I know those late night movies. I saw a Serbian film at the end of like a really bad like binge, and it just put me in like a fucking, as they would call, bug world, which is where you go. It's like psychological hell. I was like, this is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. I hate this movie. Yeah.
I had talk about weird movies. I had a weird moment like not so long ago where have you seen the movie The Coffee Table?
No.
No.
It's like I think it's a Spanish horror film, and it was the first moment I had to myself after my son was born. Like, it was the first like time where like they're all gone to bed and I got a couple beers and I'm gonna sit down, have a couple beers and watch a movie and just like chill. Like it was the first breather. Like And a few people have recommended it in our Discord, and sort of basically everybody's saying like don't look anything up about it. Like the headline was, this movie is fucking crazy. Like it's wild. But like telling you anything about the movie will spoil the movie. So I kind of like had it, and it was in my brain, and I was like, oh shit, that's what I'm gonna watch. It was on Shudder, and I was like, cool, I'm doing it. Sat down, couple beers, sat down, put it on. So yeah, I'm like in a point in my life where like my child's just been born. I'm like finally afforded like the first little bit of like me time in that whole like very, very, very crazy period where you're just like go, and you're just figuring out what being a dad is. So I think I'm taking a breather by putting on this film. And I put on the film, and the opening scene of the film is about it's a lady and a man, and they are like arguing over buying a coffee table. He really wants to buy the coffee table. She doesn't want to spend the money on the coffee table. Blah blah blah. It goes this way, it goes that way. Like they've just had a newborn baby. It turns out like he buys the coffee table. They get the coffee table home. And then, like, the next scene is like it's like the first time that the dad is left alone with the newborn baby. Like ever, like it's like the first time the mum goes out and she has to go to the store and get some bits and bobs, and he's just there, like, and he's like, oh, fuck, this is weird. It's like the first time I'm, you know, like properly alone, just being a dad. And then almost immediately, something happens where he like falls over or drops the baby and decapitates the baby. Straight away, like like the first like 10 minutes of the movie, right? And and I'm like,
by accident?
I was,
like
yeah, by a complete accident, and it's on the coffee table. The coffee table's like this. The coffee table's like this like glass table, and something happens where he like accidentally smashes it, falls, drops, poof, the baby's like head's gone, and I'm like there watching it. I'm watching this like, this is how has this happened? This was supposed to be my treat.
It's literally
100%.
It's like the universe is trying to instill fear into you. Yeah.
100%. It was wild, dude. And like then the remainder of the movie is like them trying to
put the baby's head back on.
Trying to pretend that everything's okay and the baby's not been decapitated.
The Spaniard's trying to screw it on.
Trying to tape the head back on.
It was wild. It was so stressful. It's like really It's really like an anxiety-inducing movie. I've completely spoiled it, but it's not really that much of a spoil because it happens within like the first like 10 minutes of the movie.
I
don't know how many of you had the coffee table lined up on your watch list.
No, don't worry about spoiling it. We don't watch movies. We only watch reels. I only watch 10-second. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
insane.
Trying to put the head back on.
Trying to put the head back on.
For like 2 hours.
It's like a Mr. Bean movie.
Yeah.
He was trying to like use like more makeshift and like he's using like chewed up gum or like hot glue. He's just like, the baby's head's not going back on. I said, what's the deal with the baby's head? It just keeps rolling off. It's like a Seinfeld episode at the end with like the suit guy.
Yeah, with the bass.
Yes. Kramer comes in and is like, Valerie, where's the baby's head?
Jerry! Yeah. Don't you hate it when you rip your baby's head off and then you have to kill your whole family? I hate it when that happens.
Flex Seal isn't working.
Don't you hate it when you buy a coffee table and then you smash your baby's head on it? And then you
smash your baby's head!
You gotta cover your tracks. You gotta kill everyone you know and start a new identity. And then become a comedian. And then date a 12-year-old niece. Or whatever the fuck that guy did.
Amazing.
No.
Alright.
But no, that movie, that sounds very Spanish. It's
It
like
was-
all the French
it was
and
just a
Spanish
crazy
movies I watched.
time.
It's just like the most fuck shit. I love those movies. Like I was watching Titan.
Yeah.
You ever see Titan or the French movie?
Ah,
where
that's
it's, like,
mental, isn't
the
it? I've
woman
never
who, like,
watched that.
fucks a car and like she gives birth to like a car man and she's a serial killer and like all this crazy shit, but she also falls in love. It was very French and European. It was very continental. I like continental horror art movies.
Did you watch another good one? There was Where Evil Lurks. That was good. Where it's like this weird like demon like plague thing. Like it's. I think that was a Spanish one as well. Actually, that's really good.
Where Evil Lurks. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, that fucking rips. That movie rules.
It's about Nashua, New Hampshire. Which is
Amazing.
But,
I think we did it.
Yeah.
We did it. We did it, boys.
We've done that. We've done
You guys
that.
rule.
did it, guys.
I had
Put
so
the-
much fun
put the
doing
baby
this.
Back on. Yeah. You'll
Put
have
the
to let
baby's
us
head
know.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, check
All right,
it
guys.
out. Sorry, Stefan.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
oh, sorry. I meant you were saying something. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I hope this album takes your baby's head off and then puts it back on for you, like how it did for us when we were making it.
Yeah. No
With,
babies
various-
died in the making of this album. No baby's head was decapitated.
Amazing. All right. That's it. That's the end of the podcast.
Let's go.
You guys rule. This is absolutely
Thank
sick.
you.
We'll see you next week when Gary's talking to Greyhaven. Yeah, I already said that. Big up.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.